Okay, so we'll start this legacy video off with a fight with a viewer, and honestly, I should have died this fight. You guys will see, he gets me down to 5 HP, and then somehow, through sheer dumb luck on my part, he manages to smack a 0 with his AGS. Now, I did manage to gain some momentum. Some of you guys who are PvPers, you'll know what I mean by when I say, sometimes you're in a fight, you're just having trouble catching up. You just gain your footing. The other person's just wailing on you. That fight was kind of like that, except I managed to kind of get control of the situation, kind of regain my balance, if I say. Now, what I want to talk about during this video is kind of an apology along with some bad news. So, now the apology is, I'm sorry if in the near future the legacy videos kind of stop for a little bit. Now the reason this is because currently, that was the apology and also the bad news in the same part. So currently I'm working on an interactive EOC PvP guide. Now the way this is going to work is, if any of you guys have ever seen those kind of YouTube interactive adventures where you got to kind of interact with the video, you got to click through it and it brings you to like new pages, that type of stuff. It's going to be like that, except it's going to be about EOC PvP. Now, I know some of you guys are like, Shiz, come on. What's with all the EOC? Well, EOC is a huge part of my channel. It's what I started making videos on, and I'm fairly good at it. Now, Legacy PvP, let me just go here. I love Legacy PvP. This is the combat mode that I have the most fun in, and the most fun making videos for you guys. I believe you guys enjoy seeing these videos the most. However, they are the most difficult for me to make. They're the most time consuming. Not really editing the clips or anything, but actually getting the clips. Now, I just dropped 50 mil on new gear for, well, it's not new gear, you guys have all seen the gear before, but it's basically I refilled my bank full of gear and that type of stuff so I can continue these old school kind of 2011 gear setups, which, if you guys still want to see kind of different gear setups and like magic shortbow, crystal shortbow, that type of stuff, fire torso, chaotic rapier, go ahead and let me know and I'll do my best to make those videos. But as of right now, I just refilled my bank, so I'm a little bit low on cash. Now, this isn't a huge problem. If I drop any lower, I'll just trade some from my merchanting account. I got about 500 mil in the Grand Exchange on that account. I'm fine with trading a bit of it over, maybe 100 or 200 mil, and continuing with the videos. However, with legacy videos being so difficult to get, primarily because of raggers, I'm just not having too much luck, the gear I'm using, all those factor in, they are extremely hard to get the clips. So, EOC clips, whole lot easier. For the past 2 or 3 days, let me just give you an example. These clips are from today. I PK'd for about 2.5 hours straight, and I got maybe 4 or 5 clips. I PK'd for about 2 hours in EOC the other day, and I got about 60 plus clips. Now the reason this is because EOC clips, they're a whole lot easier to get because basically, for the most part these past few days, I've been hunting worm teams. Primarily one team in, specifically it's the PKFC. Some of you guys might know them. Those of you who do know them, I know you're like, Shiz, they're not really PKing clips. Well, they're the PKFC, and majority of them are skulls, so tough titties. So, yeah, it's a whole lot easier getting EOC clips, so I'm able to stockpile a shit ton of them, and I can just make videos as I need to. I've got about 3 EOC videos made currently right now. And I've got 0 clips for Legacy. This used up all my clips I got today. So, yeah, I'm making an interactive EOC PvP guide. Mouthful, I know. If you got a shorter name, go ahead, let me know. I'm all open ears. But the reason I'm making this is because I see a lot of people struggling when they first come into EOC PvP. And Jagex hasn't really addressed any part of this. They've given us Bounty Hunter, they've Wilderness Revitalization, but that's not going to fix PvP. And EOC PvP is pretty much, honestly, I say, it's like the doctors telling the family, don't let it suffer, don't let your son suffer, pull the plug. It'll be a lot easier, but the family's like, okay, let's give him another day. I'm feeling a strong miracle pull through. Who knows? But it's something that's seriously wrong with EOC PvP, and a lot of people struggle with the mechanics of it. I've kind of tried to help by, if you guys want some tips, something like that, you guys have messaged me, and we've gone to White Portal, and I've helped about, I think, 15 people now. Not entirely sure. I'm still working on one person's video. If you're watching this, I'm sorry. It's taking a long time because we had a lot to go through. But basically, this EOC PvP guide is an interactive walkthrough where each video, if you click on certain parts of the video, it'll bring you to a new video, which will then talk about that. So the layout I've got so far, I've got about half of it planned out so far, and it's about 15 videos. And these aren't even the most videos that it requires. These are the basic kind of walkthroughs. So say it starts with welcome to Shiz's EOC PvP guide, range guide, whatever. There'll be a begin button. You click that begin button, it sends you to a new video. Are you a new PKer? Are you an older PKer? I'm a new PKer. Click new. It sends you to another video. Are you familiar with EOC or not? Sure. I click yes. It then brings you to, we'll say no for now. I'm completely new to EOC. It then brings you to another video. What would you like to learn about? Abilities, PvP in general. And you can choose what you want to look at. And it's kind of like a walkthrough, kind of fun interactive adventure where you can choose what you want to learn about. And then at the end of that little segment, say I want abilities, to learn about abilities. I'll walk you through the abilities, and then at the end of that, there'll be kind of like a fun little test where it'll show a video clip and certain aspects or, I don't know, certain dynamics with abilities will happen in the video. Say I'm stunned. It'll then pause and say, what should I do? Well, I'm stunned, and some of you guys who are ESC PKers might know you freedom in order to free yourself from a stun. It'll then have like freedom, eat, teleport, and basically if you click freedom, it's like, yeah, good job. You continue the fight. If you say eat, well, you're shit out of luck now, you're dead. Basically, it kind of follows those guidelines. And I will be uploading kind of like a beginning, kind of, I don't know, introduction to it for you guys' feedback. If you guys have any questions or advice, go ahead. I'm always open to criticism or ideas. I appreciate it. So, running out of clips here, unfortunately. Sorry for kind of droning on like usual. Hopefully you guys are used to it by now. But, as always, hope you guys are having a spectacular video. Sorry in advance for the lull of videos, legacy videos in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next video.